Joining me here at Post 9, crypto bull EMJ Capital's Eric Jackson makes his case for more upside. Eric, it's fascinating. I've been talking all week about how the kind of high risk, high reward parts of the market, whether it's kind of aggressive growth, tech, or of course crypto related, have really gotten a tailwind here. Talk about Bitcoin specifically. We think we know why it's here, but how much longer can this supportive action continue?
Well, I think a lot of people that I talk to say, well, it's just going to kiss 100,000 and then it's going to pull back. I mean, because it's a big round number and it's had a great run. But I do think there's a chance like that 100,000 milestone could be a rethink for a lot of investors, both institutional, sovereigns, retail. And there are a bunch of catalysts still ahead, I think. Usually when we're in these bullish crypto periods, Thanksgiving becomes a springboard and not actually the nail in the coffin. So I think there's going to be a lot of discussion about it next week. And I think that could be a catalyst. Obviously, we've got, the new SEC regime coming in. I think, the strategic reserve, I think, is huge. I think there's going to be a lot of other countries sort of saying, well, if the U.S. is doing this, why aren't we? So that supports an underlying bid. So
I guess you have to get to a point, though, at some point where you genuinely believe there's going to be a strategic reserve, right? In other words, it can't just be the atmospherics of, a much more lenient administration, and they seem to be in favor of this thing. Because the bull case fundamentally always comes down to just reasons for supply-demand to continue to improve. Right.
But there's no question that we're going to see some tangible names, ahead of the SEC, in charge of, whatever the committee is going to be and so forth, speaking out over the coming weeks. And I think those names, and the fact that they, there's real structure that's going to be coming into place around crypto and Bitcoin. I think those will be catalysts in and of themselves, even before there's actually hopefully a tangible strategic reserve announced.
There's a little bit of irony, I think, in the fact that the original Bitcoin premise is like, this is kind of this perfectly engineered asset class, platform, et cetera. It's verifiable. It is what it is, and it's nothing else. And then you have all the derivative plays like MicroStrategy, which is essentially a leveraged version of Bitcoin, right? They're raising capital at high valuations to plow back into Bitcoin, and they're telling the market we're coming and buying more. They're not trying to get a great price for it, right? So what did you make of yesterday's really kind of ugly downside reversal in MicroStrategy? It's bouncing today, but why hold it in that form?
I own it. I think yesterday was just sort of a culmination of, really it's almost like 6 or 7 straight days of like massive, like 10% plus gains from MicroStrategy. And there had to be, a bit of a
But do moves like that end gently?
Well, I mean, unquestionably it trades at a premium, but Grayscale traded at a premium for quite a while. And so I think this can continue. I think it does deserve to trade at a premium given its size, given its kind of early leadership in this space. Are there going to be other corporates that come in to follow it? So I think that this tune can continue to play for the next couple of years. I own it. I still think it's gonna be around. It's the dominant. The fact that a couple of days ago it's had higher dollar volume than Nvidia and Tesla was remarkable.
Right, but I guess I come down on the side of I would worry when you have so much hot money retail flow into a single name, which is telling you all we are is our Bitcoin balance sheet, and it trades at 4 times the Bitcoin balance sheet.
Yeah, but I think compared to 2020, 2021, we really haven't seen sort of like a craziness, crypto fever
Not a
kind of gripping.
One.
It's been a Bitcoin rally to this point. Ethereum is sort of, taking the off ramp. I mean, it's maybe participated in the last couple of days. Solana is really emerging. Meme coins are starting to heat up. And so, but the altcoins, besides them, haven't really done anything so far. So I think we got to see a broadening out of the rally in crypto itself.
That old Wall Street saying,
before there's...
Wait until the altcoins start.